Okay. I think we're here. I think my throat is clear. That's what's important, I think. Bit of an unannounced stream. I know I just streamed like literally yesterday, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And by gotta do, I mean wanna do, and I wanna stream. So we're here. I did mention in the Discord, I did get new synths. That's right, new synthesizers. I got Faceplant and Pigments by Archeria. Except I don't know where my phone is. Okay, I found my phone so I can look at the lovely chat without having to tab back and forth, and we can actually get cooking. Hello, gentlemen. Hi. Is everything working fine? Hello? Hello? Okay. Sip the water, hop in the DAW, because we're about to get greasy. Just really messing with everything. Yeah, I've messed a tiny bit with Pigments and Faceplant so far, but haven't really gotten anything super productive out of it. I don't know, why am I like trying to search it when I could just click it open? Okay, let's actually lay down a beat so I'm not just making sounds forever, which I will definitely do if you don't stop me. Okay. Just the most basic beat ever. Let's get a bit of breaks going on. How about like 165? Should be cool for BPM. Let's get some half decent. Kicks and shit. Seems pretty cool so far. I was also looking at Razer, except they didn't have like a rent-to-own program on Splice, which is what I'm using for Pigments. And I am like subscribed. I just subscribed to Kilohertz or whatever. Of course, none other than my very own handcrafted snares from scratch. I raised the snares myself. But they can always use more drum bus. And when you think you've had enough drum bus, sure. Okay, so the egg salting, that's actually one of the last things, you know, because you can't let the salt interfere with the egg. It's kind of self-explanatory, really. Or the egg process, you know, because the egg has to ripen. And you know, that also means I have like all the kilohertz like stuff. I don't know what Snap Heap does. What is Snap Heap? Oh, so that's just the that's just like the kind of organizer type of deal. So that means I can get my hi-hats transient shaped. No, that's amateur stuff. Salt and pepper always last. No, I don't make eggs. Spoiler alert, I only eat eggs made from plants. Plant eggs. Faceplant. Let's just get the pattern half interesting, because not sure if I'm a fan. Sure. Let's add the tiniest bit of kilohertz reverb. I'm sorry guys, I'm a sellout, no longer. No, it's not the vibe. Not using all free plugins. I'm just messing with it. I don't think I'm going to make a whole lot of tutorials, at least if within this current trajectory. Just because, you know, other stuff is free, but I don't know. Vital's free. Stock plugins are free. So phase plant is weird. I honestly, maybe in retrospect, maybe I will make little tutorials with phase plant, just because it's cool. No, not because it's cool, but because there's not a whole lot of good stuff out there. There's a ton on Serum. There's more and more on Vital by the day, but phase plants and like pigments is kind of by the wayside. Let's just get a wavetable. We don't need no analog here. Just give me straight to the sauce. Wavetable. But you see, it doesn't play any sound because we need an output. And I don't know, let's just find a cool wavetable, I guess. How about like, I don't know. Jazzy organ. Don't need anything crazy. I just want, yeah, sine waves per. Sure. That's a cool wave for us to start messing with. Just go right to the effects, not wasting any time. You know, the thing is, I'm starting to feel like you can do anything with any synth if you really. Stuff like faceplant, you definitely have the most possibilities because you're pretty much not limited to the amount of filters or whatever nonsense you want to add. It isn't nice though that you can't just like take things straight to automation, which you can do in many other synths. You need the output. Actually, I don't even know if I'm feeling this right now. Look, let's just get operator because I'm indecisive. Was working, here's the spoiler guys, don't tell anyone, on some like Turnian sound style stuff in operator. I already did stuff in operator. Like deep dub style. This is very familiar sound. It's from like a halftime song, maybe like Brick Squash. I already did deep dub stuff. Also, the sound is working, right? Please, like I can't even tell. I could just keep it playing. Okay, it is working. You guys should have told me. Okay. But yeah, I already did deep dub stuff, but I figured I can get more specific with it, and a lot of people ask about Turnian sound specifically. Plus, there's some stuff to do with deep dub that isn't just in the basses. You know, for example, you just take your snare and look up dub, and whatever is dub, whatever says dub, you just add that. It's really that simple. Look, here you go. And you just have a simple but half decent sound design arrangement. Been digging weird high-pitched foghorn basses. Look, I'll check them out because I'm polite. Dead Crow Drone. And of course, Jesus, I don't I literally didn't do anything. I didn't hit shit. Like, the song's good. I'm not about to repost it. I could stop. I mean, classic stuff. I mean, you could just do it with this, basically. Add a bit of saturation for the sauce. You can add a little pitch bend with the pitch envelope. It's all about the harmonics. Okay, we have a nice little bass riff. We can cut out the lows from this bass because we don't want them in the way. And we get some FM, and then yeah, so basically what's happening here, it's FM, right? But the level is being automated by the envelope. Kind of liking that. And we can go under the filter. The filter has its own envelope we can turn on. We can add a bit of dry. If you want like a little richer thing, you could definitely get something similar. I mean, you could just layer any harmonics you want. But you can layer. But yeah, you can layer harmonics on just drawing it in, and FM. You can also add harmonics, but a bit dirtier fashion. Get a weird artifact. Phaser is also cool. You can add kind of a weird like harmonic. really don't need anything crazy for deep dub. Like, I mean, I haven't listened to much Turnian sound, but what I have, like for the purpose of the video, they're really simple. We just have hard-hitting sounds, arrange them in a riffy way. And like one thing I think y'all gotta get on to like get those wubs sounding high fidelity, just a bit of chorus and reverb, like before and after. It just makes them sound I can't show you it on FL because I don't have FL, but I can show you something similar on Vital, which you can use in FL. Yeah, something I was worried about, well, not really worried about, but I just consider, is that a lot of people aren't in Ableton, and Vital is something you can use everywhere, while Ableton is not. Because, you know what I mean. But I was gonna plan to add a quick aside, because basically all the things, or about all the things in Operator, you can do in Vital, just gonna look a bit different. You know, also in Operator, here's a quick thing. You know, it already sounds very gas with sine waves, but you can easily get something grittier by just picking a different wave. Yeah, but anyway, into Vital. Have a simple but stanky riff. Also, something for deep dub, like basically, if you want your sub hitting ridiculous, just pick this wave, and add pitch bends, hit. Yeah, but let's see what we can do with Vital for deep dubs. FM. So one thing to know about Vital is it's kind of ass. So you see in Operator we have this chorus knob. So what chorus is basically doing, it's selecting a harmonic, because the harmonics is almost like a special scale, right, where things are in harmony. No, but you can't really tune a specific harmonics using the pitch, but you can with the harmonic series wavetable. And that FM movement just adds a bit of whoop. And I like the filter opening up to it. It just makes it it's so bubbly. It's like a whole bubble. That little, you can have the resonance, have a bit of wow to it. Of course, a bit of reverb. And you could get the kind of like the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing kind of going on. You can only do 3 oscillators, but you know, just things, FMing things, will get you a similar result. So I guess it's like, yeah, so you would FM this stuff. And let's put it on random. Damn. Kind of weird. You get bubbly stuff. A lot of bubbly stuff happens. I just observed this when basically, so just listen to this. Sine wave right. It sounds bubbly when there's a lot of harmonics like stacking up. Like in a small space, you know. It's very weird. But clearly you don't need shit because you can just draw it in and it sounds pretty dope. But let's get another harmonic. Too much movement and it's gonna sound really noisy. That's a problem with FM. Haven't bought Operator. I mean, if you're in Ableton, it's free. It's stock with Suite. But really, like, you don't need Operator. You can mess around with it. It's interesting. Its workflow is interesting. Get a lot of different sounds. But really, you can do everything with Vital. But that filter really reels it back in. Not very pleasant, not very wubby. Filter, yes. Distortion. And with everything. Now this is a mean beat. This beat's about to disrespect you. And if you really want variation, like go ahead. Go ahead, man, just tweak a knob. In fact, that kind of sounds better. Cleaner harmonic. Let's get another variation. Infinite variations. Keep the beat going on forever. And every time it changes, it's gonna get stankier and stankier. You feel me? It's that simple. Very deep, very dubby. You can add in the horn back. Please let me find it. So you can change it from this to this. But most importantly, honestly, most importantly, you just like get this drum slapping with none other than buntingmusic.com samples. Buntingmusic.com, get samples now. But yes, okay. Yeah, but drum bus is really nice for getting that transient. Plus, just like a little bit of clipping, parallel clipping. And the drum slap and the sub slapping, just make sure it's loud as fuck, basically. But not clipping, because if it clips too much, it actually might hit the sub less. Kind of weird how that works. Is that the oscillator pitch I'm automating? Also, hello everyone. I'm automating this harmonic wavetable position. Damn. Foolish. Very foolish. Really like that FM wub is where that bubbliness. Really just like here, remake this. You can see all the assigned things. Low pass here. And there you go. You have a career. You're going to be a direct support for attorney and sound. Very fat, if you ask me. Ask someone else, they might disagree, but I would question their sanity. And of course, this entire project file on the Patreon, I just had to say it. Bunting go 2 minutes without saying this entire project file. It's on a Patreon challenge, and I failed. Back in Vital, let's see what can be done. Let's do kind of a similar operator-esque thing this time. How about we, who knows? Okay, well that's not right. Let's get hella simple. Just get the groove. Definitely something. Vital crying, my CPU crying right now. Let's do my CPU a favor and just freeze some guys. In the meantime, while I read the chat, what is the chat saying? I'll just open it up myself. Is it still rated as cool to add white noise to dubstep drops? Depends on the context. No. Do whatever you want. If you're like into death step stuff or like really heavy stuff, hella white noise, of course. But if you're not, probably no white noise. But if so, like the spectrum on the very right side is like death step, right? On the very left side is like deep dub, right? But like somewhere in the middle, you hear this sound. Hear this exact sound. Let me actually just get it. Let me display it for you. Hold on. just the hiss, the erosion hiss preset, which is very cool. Or I can just, because it like adds a weird type of sound that goes crazy. I kind of like this hit. Okay, just another simple riff. Let's actually put it. Let's just whip it up in Serum because I'm wild like that. Get the Glork table. Let's get a kind of like interesting flow. There we go. And I'm pretty sure all these wavetables are free. Of course I have my own wavetables, but you just cannot touch the Glork. I just looked up like Glork wavetables and found all these for free. Not enough harmonic content in these. Like honestly, if you want to understand dubstep, just dig through SoundCloud. Forever. I mean, it's not Serum necessarily. It's just these wavetables. Because I can go in with this similar stuff to what I just did in Vital, and it's not going to be much different. Just FM sine wave. Now we're getting in bro step territory. We just add the HP and we're just I just looked up like Glork wavetables, like Google Glork wavetables. And of course, I do have some on my site. I have like a few free ones, and then there's a whole paid pack. Yeah, here it is. Glork Glunk. There it is. $0. They're pretty nice, if you ask me. See, the one thing Vital will never have on Serum, which DC41 is correct. It's the combs and reverb filter. Okay, let's get away from the deep dubbiness. Okay, and let's just get away from Serum, because I'm feeling... No, not Serum. We'll use Serum. We will use Serum. I lied. What's the button? Shift, so yeah. That snare making me blink, bro. It's hitting too hard. There we go. Okay. Let's see. All right. No regard. Just disrespect the eardrums today. Yeah, I want to show you a cool thing. I'm just jumping everywhere, clearly. But, in my YouTube suggested, there was a Leo Tricks live stream. And basically what he does is this, right? He just gets like some half-decent kind of like wub from operator. And I mean half-decent. It's literally nothing special at all. But look. So, it's kind of similar to... Very similar to the deep dub. And you could just put that through grain delay. It's really that simple. Just the feedback, it's just like a normal delay, except like the pitches are just insane and weird. But I don't regret seeing it. You get crazy sounds. And let's use this bandpass. This bandpass where a lot of the... If any, like the two of you, every two of you, I can't even talk anymore. Every two of you who makes rhythm, probably creaming right now. it's a wavetable. But then this comes out. Who knows? Literally no one. Yeah, I mean, I just basically rehashed what he did on the stream. And then, of course, he just adds, like, disperser stuff. Who knows? A million dispersers. And there's this really insane, like, and really insane. I keep interrupting myself. I don't even know where I'm leaving off, TBH. But through messing with his chords, he was able to shift the harmonics in a really crazy way. I don't know. Check out that stream. I found it informative, if you ask me. You know, I wouldn't ask me, but if you were to ask me, yes. Of course, now it's ruined and it sounds poopy. It's in the mid-low where you want that filter. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. It was worth the watch. 10 out of 10. This is no longer production. I'll be reviewing YouTube videos. I'm now a reaction channel. Praying Sooth 2 has a deal. Yeah, after these sounds for sure. Sooth 2, everyone talks about it. I gotta try it for myself to see if it's worth all the hype. So glad to see you too, Vampire Ghost Baby. You are too polite. Simply put, you're too polite with it. Okay. Enough with like the bro steppy, deep dubby, 2 brain cell required type beats. We're making some high IQ breaks now, okay? You gotta be sober to appreciate these beats, okay? Okay, and let's just freeze these. Breaks is where it's at. I just gotta like, how am I supposed to automate like telling people that there's a playlist in the description where you can view all these streams? That's my question. Instead of just repeating it every so often that I remember. Let's get vital. Let's get a bit of swing going. Here we go. Now that's a beat. That is a whole beat. Let's just write out the whole riff, you know, because it's what I tell people to do. I might as well follow my own advice. That's a beat. Like, no sound design required. Breaks is hard as frick. No, I mean, it depends. You know, of course, if you're able to just write a half decent riff and write somewhat acceptable sound design, you can have a breaks type of beat. I mean, I guess it is pretty hard because it does require some finesse to get a nice beat going just with the drums. And then a riff, you're gonna definitely need a good ear and theory knowledge compared to other bass music where it's just one note with pitch bends. Like, I've never nailed the breaks better than in the resonant language tutorial. Get the chords. I would like that maybe as a variation the second half. But I want something a bit more straightforward the second time. You know, you gotta set the motif. You gotta set the rules. Set the rules before you break them. Of course, in the end, it all returns to the basic shapes. Whatever, this is fine. And of course, you know, we lay down some basic sounds, or basic riff, then some bass sounds, to switch it up. Jesus, that got dark fast. Or we can keep it stupid simple. A little too sparse for me. Okay. Breaks basically is breakbeat. Well, I mean, breaks is short for breakbeat, as far as I know. Unless people are trying to argue it's like, oh, it's a weird offbeat derivative of the bass. These basses aren't vital. That's what I'm working with. Okay. I think for the sustain basses, unless I'm going for like a type of growl, you know, I'm gonna keep it just that, sustainy. Okay, this is definitely a beat. Does it sound like a beat to you? Lacks a bit of the complexity, but that all comes with time. Okay. Dirty Wolves. I'm not familiar with Dirty Wolves. McMahon I have heard of. Can definitely do some stuff in that style. Funky, nice groove. Thanks. Really, I think wavetables are the move if you really just want straight, like, complexity, weird sounds. You know, because they're really weird sounds, but tamed. You know, they're tamed into this single frame you can bend to your whim. Which I like. I do like. McMahon. I mean, the thing is, a lot of these dudes who you request, I've already done a lot of sounds in their style because there's a lot of overlap. But it for sure helps to have it all right there. You know, especially arrangement-wise, because it's not just the sounds, it is how they arrange them. I mean, even then, I feel like a lot of bass artists arrange them in similar ways, except you have notable outliers. But disperser is huge. You don't even need the kilohertz disperser. In fact, this disperser is almost fatter. And this disperser is literally just a ton of EQ3s. Tutorial synth Solway from the Tipper vid. I mean, really, like, all the weird stuff you hear, all that talkiness, it's all from filters. Whenever you hear like a bit of a squelch, it's always from a peak in a filter, you know, but there's plenty of filters to mess with. It's really just how you use them, you know, like, if you know, like, the track from Mr. Bill and Frequent, big tip, right? A lot of tipper sounds in there. And they said they made the track based on the old adage, or not the old adage, if that's even the right pronunciation or whatever. But the thing that basically tipper sound design is just peaky saw waves. And by peaky, they mean like peaky filters, you know, stuff with peaks. And there's plenty of ways to do that, you know, filters, phasers, kind of like filters. You know, you got formants, you got all these filters here. Of course, results may vary, and I'm about to show you some more stuff in detail. I just want to respond to this text real quick. High pitch one. Look, here it is. Here's something Look, just get a thing. Tipper. You know, pitch bends are another thing that are very useful to get it really talky sounding and insane, to be honest. Yes. Okay, we're going straight tipper type beat. Scrap the whole riff. You know, it's hard. It's really hard to get. Okay, I didn't mean to delete it. Jeez, I'm not that dramatic, okay? Sure, I can freeze them. But let's get some straight tippery sounds. You know, the thing is, like, well, resonant language is just insane, right? But he's a dude who incorporates a lot of different, like, complex sounds. You know, while Tipper, I feel like, is able to get away with such kind of complex arrangement, riffage, just because at its root, it's not too complex, you know? It's just kind of just the saw wave, you know, a rich waveform with some neat filter movement. And you have a lot more control over filters and saw waves than you would with any. Okay. I'm getting carried away with the text. I'm dry. Arpeggiated swampy style. Yeah, Bog Trotter's another good. Detox also good. For sure. Basses are crazy. See, skip to the beginning. I showed off some Turnian sound style stuff for the boy Joe. You did request that, and I was actually messing with sound specifically in the song you mentioned. Text to wavetable features in Vital compared to Serum. Vital sounds a lot more human. Serum is just like something else entirely. And yeah, Bog Trotter is also just a bunch of saw waves with filters. Yeah. I'll show you stuff. Except Bog Trotter is just like Tipper with delay and reverb. Yes. Okay. So I'm trying to get a bit of like articulation here in the riff, because that's what it's all about, articulation. And let's get a bit more pitch bend. Okay, so tippery type beat, breaksy type beat. Let's just get some filtering. Why not just go with the classic Bunting tutorial pluck type beat? How about just kind of harmonic? And for here, we can do a bit of a bandpass, because we can have a bit of a lighter bandpassy sound since it's on the offbeat. And we'll just draw an on. And a lot of time you hear a bit of drive on that, just to get it a bit. How about a bit of bam 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 bam. Ooh. You could see the skeleton of this beat. Okay. Sorry, just checking the phone. Get some compression over the wobbles, for sure. Okay. I can show off some text wavetable stuff in a second. Just worrying about text. How long have I been producing? That's a great question. Like 5-ish years. Yeah. Compression over the wobbles. I don't know. Okay, 1 second. I'm being called. I just want to answer the call, and then I'll be right back on the stream, okay? So stay right here. I assure you, all is well. Okay. Okay, we're back. Bit longer break than expected, but what do you know? Look, you guys want to know what it was? It was a call with my mother. She misses me so much, I must give her a visit and give her a chat, right? But this is tipper stuff. I'm kind of bored with this tipper stuff. I was thinking about it, and I don't want it anymore. How to Chimera. So what you do is you just take a sine wave, and you add other sine waves on top of it, and then you make a move around. I'm just not in the mood to do profuse amounts of filter automation. Sorry to break it to you. But let's see what else we can just get going, get grooving. Because why not? And of course, as always, these project files are on the Patreon. Stranger, oh my gosh. Drum and bass specialist, YouTube educator, producer mastermind Stranger has popped in the stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate your content as well. I do watch it. If you don't know who Stranger is and you are into drum and bass, or not even into drum and bass, if you're a fan of production, check him out, man. He's a great guy, does great tutorials. Honored to see him popping in here. Much love, Stranger. Maybe in honor of Stranger's appearance, we'll do some drum and bass. Who knows? I could do... Look, drum and bass, let's just double the BPM. This is like garage now. I'm kind of digging this. A lot of words, not enough mouth space to say them. That's what's going on. Let's just get a fatty, like... Let's just get some classic wubbage. So yeah, I knew we'll stick around for some drum and bass garagey. To filter, or not to filter, I'll filter. Got a bit too much swing on this. I wanted, yeah, hitting a bit straighter. Maybe a bit louder. I feel it a bit faster. One thing, I fear minimalism, you know. I don't want things to sound like lazy, even though sometimes that silence is just what you need. How about just a bit of a fade? Garagey type beat. Yeah, just because, I mean, drum and bass, what, it's like 174 usually, but the snare would be on the 2 then. So this is basically like halftime, 270. I really like this drum pattern with this BPM though. Garagey, I guess. How about hard to get something half on the grid when there's a delay. Come on, get rid of this triplet grid. Just get on the grid, bro. Just get a kind of percussion. Kind of turned from a synth into just like straight percussion. Oh, that got interesting fast. I was going for some type of art, but I heard some type of offbeat hit. Strange is sending me his genius. That's the only explanation. Through the astral plane. This is an absolute mess of a project file. Like, why even bother putting it on the Patreon if it looks like this? You're gonna have to unfreeze every little bit and change the BPM back and forth. But I don't care. No, I do care a little, but I care more about the Cookup. Okay. Sorry, it jumped out at me. I think nonetheless the arrangement shines through. Look, let's see what the other beats sound like. Higher BPM. Look, anything can be drum and bass if the BPM's high enough. That wasn't it. See? As long as you believe in yourself. Except now there's a bunch of stuff playing I didn't mean to play. But it's kind of a vibe if you ask me. And also thank you guys for waiting that long, because that felt like wow. You are patient souls. What am I doing? I gotta add the slap back delay. Okay, so these are in fact beats, right? But look, because of how important this next section is, I'll dedicate its own part of the project to it. This is what I've been itching to do the whole time. Not the whole time, but it just came up and I figured it could be cool. And that is some mud pie, sound design mess type of action. than phase plant, because that could be fun. You know, not too familiar with phase plant yet. Literally just got it today. But we'll try. What better way to start than with a distorted sine wave? This is probably the, I would say, I mean, just in concept, I think it's the best synth to mess with. Just like make random stuff. Okay. Let's just get a notch. And let's add some randomness. Let's make it smooth random. Let's add it to this cutoff. Okay. Let's just get some similar type of action here with more randoms. What better use of bass plan? Classic sine compression. Definitely getting some gnarly boys peeking through. They're very shy though. Very shy. Need a bit more brightness. Let's try the saturator like before. Definitely sounds like something. Let's get a low pass type thing in here. More random, never enough random. That's a bit too much. I wish they had like just like a OTT type of multiband compressor in here, and as far as I know they don't, unless I'm just missing it in front of my very eyes. So you definitely got some stuff coming through, which is nice if you ask me. Could maybe add just a hair of kind of FM action in here. I feel like we might just benefit from having no random on the filter. Honestly, just Let's just add one more notch and call it a day in terms of this randomization. Okay, and let's just record it now. See what we can get cool out of it. We can also mess with it in real time if we really want. Plenty of somewhat useful sounds in here that we can chop up into some breaky goodness. Okay. A ton. Let's just sweep through with Alt. Probably could have been finessed a bit better, but I am new to faceplant. Okay. And around this part is where here we go. This is a beat. This sounds pretty uninteresting. As a rule of thumb, if you have like sine compression basses, just find the parts that look like that, okay? When you resample. Kind of copycat vibes, I guess. You see what's going on. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to make like really out-of-pocket complex stuff with varying results, samples are the way to do it. And low-pass filter is always probably the most reliable way to just course, always more notch filters. Who knows, man? More phasers. I mean, I just changed the tempo. I didn't necessarily change it within the automation. But, you know, I mean, might as well have some organization here for the dudes and the samples. The breaks begin. Breaks below here. This is the most nonchalant way to organize this. 160, 170 BPM. DMB begins. $270. This is no good. This is no good. Definitely a beat. Not sure how good it is. It definitely is a beat. What do I want? I want the combs. My new kilohertz combs filter. Oh my goodness. Should have definitely had this in the randomization stuff. I mess with grooves, not really. I mean, unless you tell me to mess with grooves, I probably won't. I've had a hard time talking tonight, clearly. So that was a cool little sound design sesh. How about we try something a bit more directed? You know, I'll keep that. No, we already have a copy up there. Before wrapping it up, because I feel the wrapping up vibes creeping over me like a plague. Unfortunate that most of the fellows left because of my like 15-20 minute break. And by grooves, I think you're meaning like the groove pool. Yeah. Usually when I mess with the groove, oh, that I feel like, yeah. I don't really know how they work, honestly. And if I do want a real type of groove, I'll just draw it in by hand. Okay, so let's just go crazy with the new synths. You're gonna watch me learning live how to freaking use these. MIDI info. What's up, fam? Ace on Earth. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the kind words. Let me see. Let me try with a blank clip. Let me do a groove. Okay. Oh, that's pretty handy, actually. I could definitely see myself doing this. Especially for some breaksy stuff. That 825 is some certified gas, as they say. Okay, pigments. Default preset's pretty nice, but we're going to raw. Let's use the harmonic stuff because, like, what the heck even is this? This is insane. Let's see if there's any cool, like, presets here. Just like... Got this with that rent to own, so if I don't end up liking it, I can give it back. I was looking at Razor though. Razor, from what I can tell, seems pretty similar to this kind of harmonic, like additive mode. There's also some kind of analog stuff. People kind of swear by this analog section. So maybe let's just ring a bell. Some type of melody. Mess with some melodics. Let's get a filter going. How about envelope 2? I kind of just like this pattern, bro. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Jesus Christ. This also has like a granular thing on it, I'm told. Oh, excellent. Glad to have you back. Yeah, I'll mess with that weirdness more. Oh, that's pretty nice. Just driving into that filter adds some nice harmonics. Utility, can we get like, is there any like cool onboard reverb type thing? Don't think so. And how about we get like a different oscillator on this bell? We're just going all out with this sound as a... I mean, I can't really... Oh, granular. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, so this is nothing special so far. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing. But, sure, I'll use this brand new fancy reverb. The reverser. I think we can get more interesting with the pigments. With just like some sustained notes, some atmospheres. You can't really go wrong with some reverbed out nonsense. Okay, so let's go to this sample. Let's get some granular friendly stuff. Okay, forget this. We're on the spooky wave. Clearly this is meant for spooky sounds. How about we do some... Definitely some crazy stuff. Definitely hurting my CPU. Yeah, Pigments is weird. It's weird stuff, man. Oh, you can add more samples. Not really sure. Okay, that's pretty nice. There's a way I can like sweep through this. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing the stars are aligning. Definitely good for just making absolute... Oh, effects. Perfect. How helpful of you. Thank you. Shout out Will Kessler. For helping us in the creation of pure chaos. Definitely some atmosphere-worthy sounds here. Maybe want this jumping a bit slower. Wondering if there's a way to like jump between set samples. You know what I mean? Sequencer. Well, this is definitely nice. This is like a 140 type of sound. So look, he goes with the 140s, okay? And we freeze him because he's gonna be causing problems. See, look, you know what I don't understand? Like, there's 6 guys, but there's really 12. Which one is it, YouTube? You gotta just tell me. You gotta tell me. Give me one number. I can't look at 2. It's a little too much for me. Okay. Okay, everything is still good. Question is, am I good? I'm great, thank you. Okay, maybe let's just mess with some more solo sound design stuff. And then, I don't know, let's see what can happen. I'm feeling pigments. Don't know what the heck is going on in pigments, but whatever they're putting down, I'm beginning to pick it up slowly, piece by piece. Ooh. So look, like, what is going on here? That's my question. Where can I and it's kind of, from what I can tell, it's kind of hard to really see where shit's going. So what I'm gathering, okay, so it's jumping around these partials, right? Oh, so you can kind of see, I think these little marks are about, yeah, like, how do I see where it's, like, is there a matrix or anything? Wow, Simon Galifet, shout out Simon. See, this is definitely stuff that would be interesting to mess with, because like the additiveness definitely isn't easy, even for me, with a new synth. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, a bit too much popping. I think I'm gonna freeze some more stuff, if possible. No, I've like frozen everything. Come on. This phase plant's probably being a hefty boy, if you ask me. Life is good. That's it. That's just it. Life is good. Making music for people that actually want to see me make music. Not really releasing many songs, but that's okay. You cannot force perfection. But I'm creating, and that's what matters. Okay. So we're back. Let's freeze this pigments too, because better safe than sorry. A lot of downtime on this stream, but it's okay. Life has a lot of downtime. Not complaining. Of course, since I haven't said it, I haven't said my hourly 20-minute, 10-minute interval of reminder. If you want to support me beyond just watching the channel, there's plenty of sample packs on here. buntingmusic.com, that's my website. There's plenty of free packs as well as some paid packs, and it all supports me directly. You know, but otherwise, just get all the free packs, bro. It's free packs. What producer doesn't want free packs? And they're good because I made them. I'm a good guy, I promise. And you could check out my music. You can also get lessons from me. You can just straight up book a lesson. One-on-one chat. I could show you anything you've ever wanted within reason. And of course, I'm going to be posting this project file on the Patreon so you can dissect it for your own liking. You know, you might probably don't have pigments and phase plant, but I did a lot of stuff with just operator, vital, classic stuff. Just had to give the shout out before delving into the pigments. So let's just like get some LFO madness going on with a wavetable, because why not? And there's a lot of different types of filters. Oh. Lots of different types of filters, you know, even though they're all kind of, well, they're not all low pass. They have a lot of low pass stuff, also high pass, but I think they're meant to imitate like vintage synths. Like you got the mini. Forget this LFO. It's getting too complicated for me. I'm getting a little scared if you ask me. Let's bring this back to 0. Let's get some really weird sustained basses. Because that's simple, that's easy enough. Really have no idea what's happening here, but it seems quite cool if you ask me. Definitely gonna need to mess with this more before I get anything truly interesting and usable out of it. But there's clearly something going on. I mean, basically this harmonic engine, I have no clue, no. But it's giving you direct control over the harmonics using like weird things. It's almost like nothing. It's almost like messing with a bunch of bandpass filters. Which sounds cool in concept, but honestly can't tell you how useful it is. I know like Tipper uses Razor, or at least he did in the past. I like this synth though, which Razor has a similar type of additive thing. Yeah, Pigments is weird. Not sure what to do with it. I'll have to revisit it and keep messing with it. Let's try some phase plant, and then I'll probably wrap things up after I get a half decent phase plant sound. Let's just keep it simple, you know, basic shape, filter. Disperser, going pretty low brow with it. Very low brow to be exact. FM. Of course, let's just add some distortion. Maybe a multi-pass. I mean, clearly you can get an extremely fat bass hit out of this. I feel like that let's just try to make something out of it. That's my only goal. Let's get the bam. Why is it like feel like it's rushed? That simple. Clearly not as complex as some of the stuff I do with a more comfortable synth. But hey, it's fun. Let's just do a bit of envelope action. Get it less sustainy, less basic, more something. How about we just scrap this? Let's get a wavetable, just get some cool sound. And let's get the output, of course. Okay, I'm feeling this. Okay, so wavetables, cool. This quickly went from I have no idea to what I'm doing to obese. And I'm talking obese, needs to see a doctor, needs to diet and exercise. Whatever obese people do. Okay, so you can't really grab and mess with things too easily in here, but you can with the macro, so. Okay, well, it's fat. We are cooking. Venus theory. I'll check Venus theory out. I'm digging this kind of riff. I mean, clearly the wavetables aren't half bad. Twitter. Not digging. So bright. My ears are tired of it. Whatever, man. Think I'm gonna wrap it up. Reminder, this project file will be up on the Patreon. If anything, the kilohertz effects are really dope, and these wavetables are also very dope. The weird, like, analoginess of this would definitely take some getting used to. I definitely like my simplicity in LFOs. You can have similar LFOs, but just the workflow in Vital and Serum is just way too clean. I don't know. I'm a big man for just, like, have an idea, put it out there, you know? I don't often mess with sound design forever. You know, but I'm willing to adapt and overcome. So, whatever. Yeah, I'm just going to save this file out, put it on the Patreon, and call it a night. This goes under the vids. Stream beat 10/12/2021, and also expect a new video soon, within this week. You know, I just like to be able to get into the DAW, get into a synth, have something easy to work with, and just get out with the sound. You know, straightforward. Not that there is no value to like the complexity and the customizability of something such as pigments or whatever. Faceplant. But just the workflow. The workflow is where it is at. Okay, and can someone tell me why it does this? I'm pretty sure it has something to do with not having enough space on my drive. So what am I going to delete? Sure, I can delete this. If I don't really recognize it too well, I'll delete it. Goodbye, Antidote Audio. I'm sorry. This isn't personal. You gotta keep the cartoon effects 100% best. That's just indisputable. I don't really like a lot of the decap stuff, I'll be honest. So that's gone too. Here, deleting on stream, very invigorating content, if you ask me. Machine. Okay, not sure if I've ever used anything from this. Okay. And then look, we go to the old recycle bin. This is really file management tutorial for when you refuse to use an external hard drive. Goodbye 3 items that barely saved any space. I mean, I guess like almost a gigabyte. Maybe that's enough for us to be able to actually save this project. That's the question. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Check out the site if you haven't already. Check out the Patreon, all that. You guys make it all possible. This video will be up in the playlist in the description for your viewing pleasure. And you can find the playlist on my channel. There's a link to it. I'm also in the description of any live stream. Also, if you ask me nicely. Okay, fuck this whole beat. I hate when it does this. It's hell. It's hell. You just can't save it. It just doesn't let you. Work. Work. Yes, that's right. You better work. You better work. And it worked. Okay. So now you Patreon fellows can have access to this lovely project file. Thank the Lord. Yeah, but that's about it. I'm not going to just stream the whole file management and uploading stuff because I don't know why I would do that, even though I often do that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.